Thank you for that, Robin. That's beautiful. So here we are. We are journaling through a resolution, and the larger organization, CSL, Centers for Spiritual Living, many Centers for Spiritual Living are doing this very thing today. And so we are joining in consciousness with all of the CSLs and all of the houses of worship around the world because we know that we are one. And so in this wholeness resolution, we have the opportunity to let go, to release, to forgive, and to know again and again and again the truth of who we are. So I want to start by just offering some definitions because, that's how I roll. And when we talk about a wholeness resolution, we're going to look at two words, wholeness and resolution. So wholeness means the state or condition of not being broken, injured, or damaged. It is an intact condition. And the origin of the word whole means heal. So in essence, wholeness means a state of healing, a state of healing. And resolution means to come to a definite or earnest decision about something. It is a determination to do something. And the origins of the word resolution is looseness, which I just love that, looseness and release. Looseness and release. So a wholeness resolution is a state of healing and releasing. So this is what we get to experience as we say thank you to 2023. And we start to prepare ourselves for the energy that 2024 is bringing in. So we can make a definite and earnest decision about what we are declaring complete for 2023. Now, does that mean that you've done everything that you need to do? Probably not. But we can still declare it complete because we did the best that we can do. Right? And just saying those words, I felt some relief for myself. And I think I felt a collective relief from all of you, right? Because we can beat ourselves up about the things that we didn't do. But how much time do we give ourselves acknowledgement and praise for the things that we accomplish, for the things that we get done? The very fact that we get up out of the bed every day is an accomplishment, y'all. It is. It is. So each of us knows what it is for us that is ready to be released. And I want to even take back the word ready because it's not about ready, it's about willingness. So are you willing to release? So what is it that you need to let loose and release as your year-end resolution? So I want to remind us at the beginning of December, I shared a parable from the Bible about the paralyzed man who sat by this pool for 38 years waiting because once a year, this angel came down from the heavens, stirred up the water in the pool, and whoever was the first one in the pool got healed. But because this man was paralyzed, he was waiting for someone to help him get into the pool so that he could get healed. And before someone could help him, someone else will be the first one to get in. So that person would get healed and he would still be sitting by the pool. And how long did he sit by the pool? For 38 years. And when Jesus came and asked him, yo, what you doing? Well, that's the Red Melissa version of the Bible. And Jesus asked him, do you want to be healed? And the man said, yes, but, and then he had a whole story to give Jesus about why he couldn't be healed and why he couldn't get in the pool. And we translate that into what had happened was, right? And then we go into the story. Jesus said to the man, listen, get up. You are healed. And the man took up his blanket, took up his mat, took up his quilt, whatever version of the Bible you read, and he was healed immediately. Immediately. So sometimes we carry these things with us for years. For years. That man carried it for 38 years. So today's service is the opportunity that's being presented to each one of us to heal, to release, to pick up whatever it is that we need to pick up and let it go so that we can move forward confidently in the direction of our dreams, as Thoreau would say. So we're not going to let the stuff that happened in 2023 paralyze us. We're not. We're going to let it go now. We're going to rise. We're going to take up our blanket and we're going to walk confidently into 2024. So what needs to be released? Remember, the definition of resolution is to come to a definite and earnest decision to loosen and to release. What has a hold on you that you're ready to loosen, to shake loose? Whatever that is, we're going to bring it forth today in this energy of our community of love and joy. And we're not going to leave you there with all this stuff rising to the surface. We're not going to do that because Chris is here. She's a dynamic EFT practitioner, healer. And so she's going to help us and guide us into tapping it all away. And we do this in the oneness that we are. So let's prepare ourselves for meditation. So I invite you to be comfortable where you are. If you're more comfortable doing meditation with your camera off, that's fine for you to do that. Whatever works for you. Now I invite you to just take a breath. A deep cleansing breath. This breath that has been with us every moment of 2023. This breath that we inhale and release. We know that we cannot inhale without releasing, and we cannot release without inhaling. It works hand in hand. And so we breathe. And with each breath, we come more present to ourselves, to our beingness, to who we are in the mind of God. We breathe in the rhythm of the one breath that is life, life as wholeness, life as a healing, life as a clearing, life as freedom. And we breathe. What are you willing to release in 2023? We don't have to dig for it. It's right there. And we breathe and we let go. We loosen ourselves to anything and anyone that has kept us in the experience of feeling paralyzed, stuck, unable to move forward. Joseph Campbell said, "We must let go of the life we have planned so as to accept the one that is waiting for us. The old skin has to be shed before the new one can come. The old skin has to be shed before the new one can come." 2023 has to be shed for us to live life abundantly, joyfully, peacefully, purposefully, differently in 2024. The old skin must be shed. What needs to be released? And we take a breath. What are you willing to shed? Is it resentments, disappointments, things you didn't do? Is it people, stuff, habits, relationships that have been maintained beyond what is good for you? What are you willing to release? Is it unforgiveness, judgments? Some of us may need to release prior years, 2022, 2020, 1995, 1970. Release it now. What is your year-end resolution? What are you resolved to release? And we take a breath. And in this breath, we are safe. We are divinely protected. We are covered in love and peace and good. And we release into that container that can hold it all. Nothing too big, nothing too terrible that God cannot hold, that love cannot hold. Loosen your heart, loosen your mind, release, let it go. Take a breath. We'll just be in the silence for a moment, and then Chris will come and guide us into the healing of what has come up in the releasing. Just breathe.
So as you're breathing, scan your body and see how you feel in your body as you're holding this. Can you identify reactions, tightness, contractions? You may feel hardness or heaviness. And if you're not feeling anything in your body, that's always okay too. And let's just begin with focusing on our heart space. And breathe in and out of the center of the chest, amplifying and activating the feeling of compassion. Compassion for humanness, for bodies and egos and relationships, for all that comes with being housed in a human form. Let's bring that compassion to ourselves and to all of our brothers, sisters, human family. And know that that compassion, like the breath, is softening what is hard, untangling that which is tangled. When we can just start with this. Now we're going to bring in some tapping. And so take your dominant hand and begin tapping on the side of your non-dominant hand, that fleshy part that's under the pinky. And it looks like this. And as we continue that tapping, you're all muted, so no one can hear you. I invite you to repeat after me if you're able to do that, or repeat it in your mind. Even though I've been carrying this, I'd really like to be free. Even though I've been carrying this, I'd like to not carry it into 2024. Even though I've been holding on to this, and it hasn't seemed possible to let it go. I'm looking at it, I'm blessing it, and I'd like to remember what a powerful creator I am. And for just this moment, I'm holding an intention to let it go. Good. Now we're going to move up to the body points. So we're going to start where the beginning of the eyebrows meet the bridge of the nose. How I feel about this. You're going to hear me yawning. It's not because I'm tired, it's because releasing is happening, and you may have some yawns come up as well. And if so, that's good. Okay, now we're going to go to the side of the eye points, and here we can alternate back and forth. How I feel about this. Now we're going to tap underneath our eyes. How I feel about this. Good. Underneath the nose. How I feel about this. And as you're repeating after me, think of what it is that came up in the meditation and how you feel about it. Okay? On the crease of the chin. How I feel about this and what it means to me. I'm going to drop down just below the collarbones. How I feel about this and what it means to me. We're going to do the center of the chest, right on the sternum, like your Tarzan. How I feel about this and what it means to me. And then we're going to go to the sides of the body and tap there. How I feel about this and what it means to me. Top of the head, how I feel about this and what it means to me. And we're going to start again on the beginning of the eyebrows and go through the points. And on this round, we're going to do it silently. And I'm just going to throw out some reminders for you to focus on what you're releasing and how you feel about it, okay? Beginning of the eyebrows. Side of the eye points, alternating back and forth. underneath the eyes. And if your mind wanders, just bring it back to that which you're releasing. And instead of trying to make it go away, just be with it, face it, look at it, and feel it. Good, you're doing a great job. Tapping under the nose, chin. And while we're here tapping on the chin, think of this, whatever your this is, and scan your body. And if you're feeling any tension anywhere, just breathe into it. Great. Collarbone points. Center of the chest, Tarzan tap. Under the arms. Top of the head. Okay, we're going to go back to speaking if you're able to. So repeat after me as we continue on to the eyebrow points. This is made of energy. And energy is designed to flow. Side of the eye. The energy in this knows how to flow. Good. Underneath the eyes. The energy in how I'm feeling knows how to flow. Under the nose. I release any judgments I have about myself for feeling this way. I'm having a human experience, and that comes with emotions. It's okay to be a feeling being. Chin. It's safe to let this flow. It's good to allow this energy to flow. It's the right thing to do to allow the energy to flow. Collarbone. It's safe, right, and good to allow this to flow. Center of the chest. It's safe, right, and good to allow this to flow. Under the arms. I pick up my mat and walk. Top of the head. It's safe, right, and good to pick up my mat and walk freely forward. And I'm doing that right now. beginning of the eyebrows. I let go and let God. Side of the eye, I let go and I let God. Under the eyes, I let go and I let God. Under the nose, I let go and let it flow. Chin, I let go and allow it to flow. Collarbone, I let go and I allow it to flow. Center of the chest, I let go and I allow it to flow. Under the arms, I let go and I allow it to flow. Top of the head, I let go and allow it to flow. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this, only good comes. I am safe. And as we stop tapping, I invite you to close your eyes, do some nice deep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth as we move into our prayer. And so, what I know is that there is only one. There's one power, there's one presence, there's one good, there's one God. There's one all potent, all powerful energy that makes up the atoms and the molecules of everything that we can experience and everything that is beyond human understanding. I am present with all of it right here and right now, activating that inner knowledge within myself and within each of us, knowing that we are a part of this whole consciousness of love. And in this wholeness of love, what I trust and know is that anything else that is here is uprooted, dissolved, and neutralized now out of our consciousness, out of every level and dimension of each of our beings. And that in the spaciousness that has been created, that we are planting new seeds. And those are seeds of prosperity and abundance. Those are seeds of ease and grace. Those are seeds of self-love and self-acceptance. We are planting seeds of happiness and joy. We are planting seeds of creative self-expression and empowerment. And in this spaciousness, I invite you all to just take a moment in the silence to affirm the good of your 2024. Divine love moves through us. It fertilizes the seeds in our consciousness, and they are already growing in the spaciousness that we have created. Everything is aligning for our highest good at this time. Everything is aligning its good for us and for our human family and for our brothers and sisters and family all over the universe now. That each of us is stepping forward and shining our light a little brighter and walking lighter and walking more freer than we ever have before. We embrace this in every single way. What I trust and know is that God's good is unfolding for each of us exactly as it is most needed, that all needs are met, that all desires are taking flight, that they are finding their way and finding their way in, through, and as us in our expressions and our relations. And what I trust and know as we step into this brand new year, that 2024 is filled with expansion and love and joy and happiness and growth. And we take it all in. We embrace it, We feed into it, we breathe into it, we love it, and we allow it to be grounded within our experiences now. So, with incredible gratitude for answered prayer, for all that is unfolding and supporting us at this time, I surrender it over into the good of all that is. I let go and allow God to do God's perfect work in all of our lives and know that this is so and so it is. Amen.